Hi, I'm Christina with Tinagirl Travels, and in this video, I'm going to talk about shopping in Klaipeda, Lithuania. And forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. I looked it up and literally every pronunciation was different. We're going to have a look at the top souvenirs to bring home, and I'm going to also take you on a little grocery shop where you can have a look at where the locals shop and what they pay for things. And by the way, all the prices you see in this video are in euros. We arrived in Klaipeda by cruise ship, docking at 7 a.m. and leaving at 4. Even though we were there in July, it was actually cloudy and cold and very windy, and this was a difficult port day for me. I was actually really sick, so we were only off the ship for about 2 hours. But let's have a look on Google Maps where we're talking about. Okay, here's Lithuania right here on the Baltic Sea. Over here is Stockholm, Sweden, Helsinki, Finland, and Tallinn, Estonia. Those were all ports on our cruise, and you can check out my channel for videos on these ports. As we scroll into the city, this is where the cruise ship docks, and you simply walk along here to get to the old town. That was kind of nice to be able to walk into town. So walking to the old city is really easy. It's probably only about a kilometer walk. I have to say, I was a little surprised with this city. I expected a little more from this town or this city. A very large cruise ship pulls into your port with people looking to spend money, and there really wasn't much around. So we did stumble upon this little outdoor market. It had a very Eastern European feel to it. The produce was fresh and colorful, but I'm sure all of this was imported. So other than the potatoes, they looked actually pretty local. The crafters had some very interesting things, but the majority of them sold amber, and that's it. So amber is fossilized tree resin that's been appreciated for its color and natural beauty. Here you can see the variety of colors that you can buy. Amber is hardened resin of ancient pine trees. So this organic substance is most well known for the incredible inclusions of insects and other debris that can be found within it. So the artists take advantage of these inclusions and they become art. They're actually really beautiful, and you know what? They were actually very reasonably priced. Lithuania is known for a few things, like beeswax candles and honey. They're also known for mead, which is a drink made from fermented honey. So natural colored linens is something you're going to see here. This lady was even demonstrating her loom for everyone. And Lithuanian wool is also very popular. I did buy myself a pair of felted slippers with leather bottoms for about 40 euros, and I absolutely love them. So those are the things I noticed as I walked around the city. Definitely pick up some amber. I loved the amber dice, and see if you can find yourself some felted footwear. You definitely will not regret it. This really is a pretty little city, and actually it's not that little. It's the third largest city and the only major seaport in Lithuania. It has about 172,000 people. So the other place we checked out on our visit was a grocery store. Now, I love having a look at how the locals live and where they shop, so let's go in and have a look. Just check out the price of beer. We find that very cheap in Canada. Those would be triple the price at least. Another thing I find interesting wandering through these small European grocery stores is the prices in general are very reasonable. In our city, you would need to go to the big stores like Costco or Walmart or Superstore to get anything for a good price. Our smaller grocery stores are very expensive, but here just the corner market has everything you need for a reasonable price. But then again, maybe their larger retailers are even more well priced. Maybe someone watching from Lithuania could comment on that below in the comment section. This store reminds me a little of like a Trader Joe's in the US. It's about the same size as the smaller inner city locations. As we continue walking around the grocery store, I want to tell you one thing you need to know about traveling to Lithuania, and that is that unlike many other parts of Europe, the people here don't seem to speak English at all. For example, Keith went into a pharmacy for me just to get some Tylenol, and he couldn't seem to communicate this to the pharmacist or the people working there at all. Now, I know that in Europe they don't call it Tylenol, it's called paracetamol, but still just keep that in mind. Have some data or some way to translate if you're heading to Lithuania and you're looking for something specific. Okay, well, that was kind of interesting. Having a look at where the locals shop, what they pay for things, what's available to them. We're heading back towards the ship. Keith's just asking this guy for directions, and maybe we'll stop here for a little coffee break. This coffee machine is kind of in a random place, and I guess if you really need a cup of coffee, it's here for you. I hope you enjoyed my video on souvenir shopping in Klaipeda and our little tour of the grocery store. Be sure to check out my latest videos on Stockholm and Helsinki. And of course, let YouTube know I'm doing a good job by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. So we have a very exciting trip coming up next week to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on seeing those videos. Thanks for watching Tinagirl Travels, and I will see you next time.